here, and then she says no. Okay.
No, Doug had an appointment tonight.
All right, so
Oh, you're
let's
kidding.
check our director's attendance.
Is calling the meeting to order then at 20 minutes to 8. 7:40 p.m.
Yeah, we just.
Michelle Tresigny, present by phone.
Present by phone, and then she's gonna.
Doug Meyer,
Absent.
absent. Ed Kaufman,
Present.
Nick Bondar,
Present.
Paul Pickus, Scott Samuels,
Here.
Terry Tresigny,
Here.
Stuart Wolf,
Absent.
absent. We have a quorum.
This is a budget meeting, and prior to this meeting, Scott Samuels and I and Terry Tersini and other unit members met in a budget workshop, and in that budget workshop, the new budget that was mailed out to all the unit members was calculated. And we've been reviewing this, and there's much difference of opinion as to the validity of this budget that's being proposed, and as it is being proposed, as to whether it's an accurate reflection. I personally don't believe, as it shows, that we're $600,000 in the hole. And what we did, and I've asked Maureen and Terry to review some of the items that are on the budget and some of the estimates that were made to determine the accuracy of it and whether other numbers should have been put into the budget than what there was. And after going over these numbers, there is a deficit, yes, and which is listed as bad debt expense, which is the income that we're not receiving from either foreclosed or defaulting unit owners. And you divide that out by 12, would show us somewhere between $20,000 and $22,000 a month in the hole. And that looks like what is the present state of our affairs, and we're going to have to take definite steps, and we have taken definite steps to eliminate some of our expenses, to be more economical in what else that we do. I know that our office force has been very diligent in collecting from the delinquents, and Maureen will tell you about that. We're making progress with that. And in addition to this, we also have the insurance monies, and we'll talk about setting that up as a contingency for this bad debt expense. But that's going to run out, and we can't rely on that for a very long period of time. So I'd like to ask Maureen to go over a potential or prospective changes in this budget.
Can I ask a few questions?
Absolutely.
Okay, I would like to know what we spent for 2010. I would like to know what we actually got.
Can you take the microphone, sir?
For 2010? Here. All right. I want to know what we spent in 2010, actually spent. I'd like to know what we actually received in 2010.
Money in, money out.
Money out, yeah.
Right.
I'd like to get that. And then I would like, then I'll ask you my next question.
Okay.
There you go.
In calculating how much money we received in, everything was goes into one operating account between the special assessment and your maintenance. Right now, what I could calculate out, we received in 2.5 for maintenance.
Say that again.
2.5 million.
Receipts, actual receipts.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. They were budgeting that we would receive in the 2.744, but we all knew that wasn't going to happen. The actual receipts are about 2.5 million.
And what did we spend?
As of when the budget was done, 2.4.
We spent 2.4.
Mm-hmm.
Of the 2.4, how much of that was for repair of the buildings that was beyond normal maintenance?
I don't have that broken out, but I can tell you the indoor pool and stuff like that we had talked about taking out of the insurance money, that and the labor was taken out of the insurance money, so it wouldn't show up on the budget.
All right, how about the work that George has been doing on all that extra painting and repair work and carpentry work that's beyond normal repair work? That was going to be contracted out, but we did it in-house. How much of that was spent?
Okay, I don't have that calculated out, Paul.
Okay, because that's,
I could add something to that.
Okay.
I think what Maureen is saying, that according to the budget, we spent $2 million too.
Yes.
However, our insurance fund spent $600,000 up till November 30th. And much of that was for line items such as roofs and other type of, I don't have that in front of me right now. I had it, but we did spend $600,000 since the beginning of the year from the insurance fund. So we are down now in the insurance fund to about $1.4 million. Maybe we spent a little less. The numbers I saw as of November 30th from the CNL Bank totaled $600,000. Now, the difference here is we really spent that $600,000 on common expenses. So I believe you have to add that $600,000 onto what you took out of the budget. Because if you're telling me you spent $2 million too, and I see 600, then something's not making sense, okay?
The reason, could I speak now? The reason I disagreed with that is because I'd like to let it up to the next board to see what they actually want to do and if they even want to spend any money. I don't want to ram any of our programs that we've done and just about completed everything or, down their throat. Let's let them decide for themselves. I don't want to take the insurance money. That's the only difference, and commingle it, if I may use that term, commingle it into this budget and just place it in there, and then that disappears. Let's keep that money separate, and let the new board, which will be here in, very shortly, get together and decide what they want to do with the money. If they want to spend anything at all, to go any further with any projects, let it up to them. Let them decide.
The budget is supposed to be an operating budget with
Right.
nothing to do with the insurance.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to commingle the money.
can I ask one more? I like another question. What does it cost?
Just be careful,
Okay.
let's get this
All
around,
right,
Francis. We don't wanna hang
These
our.
numbers are getting a little confusing now. What I would like to ask, what is it, our operating expense here, monthly? Our cable, our security, our gardener, our office expense, those are our operating expense. Not the repair expense, which is a one-time expense.
You can't look at what was in the original budget that was prepared by us, but I never agreed with that anyway, because a lot of people were hired, 7 extra people were hired. That jacks it up $150,000 a year on the labor in-house, okay?
Let her give me the information.
$150,000 additional
Let the manager.
For 7 people, 7 people times 25,000, figure it out, it's 150, 160,000 to do all the work.
We
By
have
doing
people that were worth $25,000 a
20,
year.
$300 or $400 a week times
No.
52 weeks. Yeah,
Do you want it with or without the repairs to the building?
No repairs.
No repairs to the building?
no more.
Because
Okay.
that's one-time expense.
That's not operating.
That's not operating.
We gotta cut all that labor out, so we go back to the original labor
Guys,
force.
everyone keeps, no.
We gotta go back to the original labor force of 2009.
Just let's get what it actually costs to operate this community without these,
We didn't even think about doing this
Okay.
before that.
When okay, about 240,000
$240,000,
a month. Per month, you want it, correct?
$240,000 a month to operate this place, so we're talking That's without any construction?
That's without the construction.
Without the construction, well, those numbers don't add up. If you tell me that, then it's more than you're telling me that we spent. If you tell me we spent
This-
2.4 to maintain this place, 240,000 a month, times 12 is more than that.
I think at the 2.4, she's figured all these extras.
But this
Right.
adds up to more.
Yeah, we're,
You gotta cut out
again,
the
this-
7
again,
extra
this is
people,
not an operating
all
budget.
the, you know.
$240,000 $240,000 a month adds up to closer to $3 million.
Well, she added the 600,000 to that,
What's
from
600,000?
the insurance.
No, I'm talking what it actually costs just without doing any repair work to the building.
Okay, I'm sorry, 203,000.
203.
Oh, that's a little better. So it costs us $200,000 a month approximately to maintain this place without doing any
Anymore,
construction repairs.
we just stopped.
Okay.
Right.
All right, so you should have a budget that reflects that. And then if you want to put some money in for extra maintenance, you throw some money in if you can.
But don't put it in the budget.
Well, it has to be, something has to be budgeted for maintenance. You have to have something budgeted for normal maintenance. He has normal maintenance during the year that he does.
Yeah,
But you got his labor force.
with his normal stuff, yes.
Yeah.
But no, with the normal labor force. In other words, you gotta go back to the 2000.
understand that.
You
I
understand?
understand.
We got all these other people, instead of
So
paying
you're saying
$500,000 to paint the
$240,000
buildings,
a-
it costs us $60,000 to paint the buildings.
$240,000 a month, or $3,000 a month
Mhm.
will give us our normal maintenance crew,
Yes.
all right, will give us normal maintenance.
Yes.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera,
Mhm.
office, security, guard.
Water.
Water.
Yes.
Cable. Okay, so there's where the budget should start.
That's where it starts. That's your operating budget.
That's your operating budget. Then if you want to do, if you have extra money for additional repairs, you take it from where you need it, whatever
As needed.
is needed.
Right, that's what I wanna do. Don't commingle the money.
Well, look at the legal fees. The legal fees are almost twice the amount.
Because there was a $50,000 unpaid legal fees going into the,
Well, also with the legal fees, they're charging us for collections as well.
but we have.
We sent in a retainer, so this year we will not be paying for the collections part. They're gonna bill the unit owner directly.
Maureen,
They should be doing that all
before
the
you
time
even got
anyway.
here, when Scott took over, he was straddled with when he was president in the beginning of the year, he had $42,000 left over in legal fees from the last administration that were never paid, that we paid this year. And that was spent this year. We paid all the old legal fees off. And all the old lawsuits were paid off.
Well, under administrative, what does it mean by other expenses? It says $2,000, and now we have $32,000 actually spent on what?
What was that question?
Which item?
Okay. Anyone else? I want to say something.
Now, what's that question?
Let Scott take care of it.
Okay.
What was your question, Marcy?
I had said under expenses administrative, there says other expenses, it was 2010, it said $2,000. We actually spent $32,700.